set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The 30, 20, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Ryan. A dump off for Davis. Powers through him. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw, Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On second down, Davis. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now it's Ryan. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now a throw here, hauled in. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They keep it with Davis on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a toss to Davis going right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Ryan. He'll drop this off for Davis. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Winston now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get into his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. Looking here for Schmidt downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at the 23. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd down at 4. They go play action with Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 37.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play. On
2nd and 11 now. Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
On third down, Winston. Buying time to his left. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Winston. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan to throw. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And some room to work. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 7 yards, the pickup there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 2nd down, it's Davis, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They go again with Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis, 28 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Davis, they'll try to run for it.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Ryan going to get this to Davis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now, it's Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Ryan. A dump off for Davis. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A shotgun snap for Hill. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Hill. Airing it out deep for Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Ryan completes it to Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing now is Ryan. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So this one a